Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, in the name of God, the most of beneficent, the most merciful. God says in Quran, your Lord has decreed that you shall not worship anyone except Him. And kindness to parents, should any of them or both reach old age at your side, do not say to them, Uff, and do not chide them, but speak to them noble words. Lower the wings of humanity to them mercifully and say, My Lord, have mercy on them, just as they reached me when I was small or child. If I ask you about the people who taught you the most, who were there for you through hardships, who laughed with you during the good times, who put it up with you on off days. Most of us think immediately of our parents. Today, I'm going to give a tribute to my parents to show you how they are wonderful parents. My parents sacrificed for me, for my sisters and my brother to educate us a good education and help us to reach our goals and still encourage us. My parents have been with us through almost everything in our lives. My mother carried us for 9 grueling months before we were born. My parents listed a few things: take care of us, teach us, help us, and provide for us financially and academically. Without them, we would not be to the place we are today. I start with my father. My father is beyond just a phrase. He was and still is ready to step up to be responsible for his children and family. He is the pillar of our home that upholds the family. Even we were struggling and we didn't know what to do in the hard situation, in tough time, my father drew the courage to proceed with circuits of life. My father always told us that by wisdom the big problem disappear. Until now, when I call him, he insists to handle every problem with patience and use my mind carefully in hard situations. Speaking of reality, when we were kids, my father worked hard, worked days and nights, sometimes the weekends, to provide our basic necessity. Even though he didn't even take a glimpse of us every day when he got home from work. He endured all the adversities and discomfort of seeing us just to give us a decent life we deserve and support us in achieving what career we will face in. Now I will talk about the woman who gave me birth, the woman that teaches us good manners and how to respect ourselves and respect others. First, I want to share a few things I learned from my mother that have influenced me greatly. The first thing that mom taught me was the importance of having a relationship with God. And because I was born and raised in Morocco, most of Moroccan women insist, for example, to eat when the family is graded to teach us that there is nothing important other than a family. My mother was a genuine. She teach us some details that were considered in early age as as a spend of the time, but in the reality is another thing. It's that build our personality. For example, like remove the shoes before entering. She taught me respect others. She taught me the good manners, and I should be organized and clean. I remember when I come home, she was there, and we talked about how our day has been. Then she makes me do, for example, my homework. I remember the day when she asked if I have a lot of homework. If I do, she made me to do all of my homeworks. Then I watch the TV. All of these details seemed as routine, but my mother, as I mentioned, want to build a strong and independent personality to face the struggle. I'm sure that we have all had a parent alive or not who were special and sacrificed persons that educated us and helped us to reach our goals in life. I hope you can see how my parents are is the best parents. That's impossible to make it impossible. Because of the pandemic, I didn't see my parents for 4 years, and I miss to touch their hand, give them huge and huge hugs and hugs. I miss to smell the parent odor. I want to tell them how their presence, even they are far, supported me in every moment and encouraged me to continue. Really, I miss them a lot, and I miss all my family. I ask God to bless them and bless your parent too.